Your October is going to be filled with a lot of fast change, so get ready for things to accelerate for you, not just in October, but throughout the last month of 2024. October is going to change the pace of how our lives have been moving, but specifically at the collective level. We're going to see a lot of fast changes and surprising events this month, specifically relating to power. Hey, welcome if you're new here. My name is IamSolTara. I'm a medium and I share alchemy practices from Atlantis and from ancient Egypt. If that resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe. The way that I make these energy updates is I sit with my spirit team and I ask them, what are the most relevant astrology and cosmic events that will impact the collective the most? So this energy and astrology update, we're not going to go through all of the astrology of October. We are going to focus on what are the most impactful events for us and for the collective. And the three themes for October are strength, resilience, and power. Similar to the ones of September, but the strength and resilience, those are going to be with us until 2025, because we are entering a period within the collective timelines where we are going to be required to connect with the strength, not at a human level, but at the soul level, and be resilient through all of the changes that we're going to witness that we've never witnessed on this planet before. There's two reasons why October is going to move very fast. The first reason is because the timelines are getting ready to split for the collective, and the timelines are starting to accelerate. Basically, what that means is that a portion of the collective is going to experience something very different than another portion. What you will experience really depends on your own frequency. For example, you can be listening to jazz, to rock, to hip hop on one radio station. You can listen to different genres of music. It's the same thing. We can all be on Earth, but we can be experiencing different things. And that's why this month, your grounding practices and your discernment practices are going to be essential, because things are going to start to accelerate very quickly. Usually, when things accelerate, that usually creates instability. And in order for you to avoid getting sucked into the instability, you have to be very devoted to your spiritual meditation, mindfulness practices, and especially energy hygiene, because there's going to be a lot of distortion coming up, not just in the physical plane, but in the astral planes too. You have to make sure that your energy field is clear so that you're receiving accurate and clear information. The second reason why things are going to speed up now is because we are having a solar eclipse in Libra, and Libra is governed by air. Air is the fastest moving element. We start off October 2nd with the new moon solar eclipse. Within tropical astrology, this happens in Libra. In Vedic sidereal astrology, it happens in Virgo. So let's explore the Libra aspect. Libra, if you look at the symbology, it's represented by the scales. This is related to the themes of harmony and balance. Yes, this is going to be connected to our relationships. We're going to be seeing power dynamics rising to the surface in our relationships. Are we trying to control other people in our relationships, or are they trying to control us? You will notice this showing up because Libra is connected to relationships. You will also notice that this is connected to your internal relationship with yourself. Now, let's focus on the theme of balance. When we think about balance, we tend to forget the fact that we are both light and we are dark. We are always trying to push the shadows, the dark aspects of us down, but now you have to go into that corner where you've pushed all your shadows, all of the things about yourself that you may not fully accept. This solar eclipse will force you to see that, and you will be forced to see it in your relationships. Something may erupt in a relationship that forces you to see that vulnerable aspect of yourself that you have hid either from others or from yourself. And this Libra solar eclipse is asking you to fully accept yourself, not just accept your light, but also accept your darkness. Once you are able to do this deep inner work, to fully accept yourself, this is where you call your power back. Because once you fully accept yourself, You are no longer giving your power away to any external thing to accept you. And that's what the solar eclipse is about. It's in the word itself, solar. It's connected to your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is your area of personal power. And that's why around this eclipse, and this could even happen to you throughout October, you will start to feel different stomach aches and pains that you typically don't feel, because there's this purging coming out from your solar plexus. Yes, typically new moons are a time to manifest, but remember, we have to first clear out the old to manifest, because if we look at the sky, what is happening during a solar eclipse? The moon is covering the sun, and that's why we see the ring of fire, and we see the void of the moon, because we cannot see the moon on new moon day. And on a solar eclipse, we also cannot see the sun. So this void space, this emptiness, this dark space is amplified. What that means is that you have to go into this dark space within yourself. This is deep work and it can be difficult to do. So you can get free meditations in the description of this video. These free alchemy meditations, it's a set of 3 daily meditations. And it focuses on surrendering, going into the void, going into the subconscious, and exploring what are you not surrendering to? What are you resisting? Then another day you'll get another meditation that explains how to release and let go of those blocks. And the next day, the meditation focuses on manifesting. You can listen to these free alchemy meditations in the description of this video. I personally have noticed within my life and within my students, they have had the most powerful manifestations during a solar eclipse, because you can think about a solar eclipse like a super new moon. So these energies of new beginnings and intention settings are amplified, but it's very important to do a release first before you manifest. Within sidereal Vedic astrology, this new moon happens in Virgo. Virgo is an earthy, groundy sign, and grounding is going to be essential for you to make sure you're not getting swept up into the chaos of change. But remember, that's just what happens with eclipses. Eclipses will push you to your transformation and into your rebirth if you've been resisting it. That's what we're seeing happen at the global stage. We are being pushed to transform because the way that we are living is no longer benefiting the earth or benefiting all of humanity. And in order for us to move through this period with more stability, rather than getting sucked up into the chaos and into the distortions, you have to ground and you have to build strong internal stability. Remember the 3 themes. One of them was resilience. In order for you to be resilient, you need to be grounded in yourself and you need to know who you are. And part of that is related to this idea of creating internal balance within your light and dark. But also remember that we do have a physical body. Maybe you've been feeling really tired. Maybe you've been feeling extremely emotionally exhausted from everything that's happening in your life and in the world. You have to call upon this soul resilience that you have, because your soul has incarnated hundreds and thousands of times and it has strength, it has resilience. Leading up to the eclipse and throughout all of October, go outside and breathe in the sun's vitality. We have chakras on our hands, and when you raise your hands up to the sun's vitality and life force can come inside of you. So breathe in that life force into your essence so that you can build up the strength and vitality in your body. The other way to do this is by starting to move your body more. That is going to be really helpful to prevent you from feeling overwhelmed, because this is a lot of energy we're receiving. We're still moving through the equinox gateway. Now we have the solar eclipse. We have the super full moon, the biggest one of the year this month. Pluto is going direct. Jupiter is going retrograde. October is going to be filled with a lot of movement and change. So it can be overwhelming for the mind and for your energy field to move through that. But if you start to circulate the energy around your body by moving your body, that will help you to integrate the activations flowing in. keep in mind that during eclipses, the veil between the dimensions is much thinner right now. So that means that the activations coming in from the equinox and from the solar storms, we are able to receive them at greater rates, because during eclipses, it's not just a spiritual thinning of the veil. This also happens physically, because NASA has shown that there are electron diffusion areas created whenever the magnetic fields of the Earth interact with the moon and the sun. And that's what's happening during this solar eclipse. The celestial bodies in our skies are creating this energy highway. That means that more of that celestial cosmic energy can come into our energy fields in the form of activations. One of the most important ways to move your body is making sure that you're moving your spine. So if you need to do neck stretches, move your spine, that will really help you to integrate the activation so that they're not getting stuck in the back of your neck. And you'll notice you'll have a lot of shoulder tension and back of the neck issues if you're having an energy blockage there. On October 9th, we have the biggest planet, Jupiter, going retrograde. And it's no accident that this happens right before the manifesting 1010 portal. The manifesting portal on October 10th is going to amplify manifesting, but Jupiter, who across different astrology systems is revered as one of the luckiest planets, it is helping us to reflect within so that we can be very clear what we want to manifest. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, is connected to travel, wisdom, luck, and finances. Because it's going retrograde in Taurus in sidereal astrology, this can signify a setback in finances. It can signify a stalling in finances. And that's just because if you look up at the sky, for us on Earth, it looks like Pluto will stop on October 9th. And it will slowly move backwards. That's what it looks like for us on Earth, but that's not what's actually happening. It's not moving backwards, but for us, it looks like it's moving backwards. So this is a month for you to be extra mindful about your finances. Take a moment to reflect. Also, remember to protect your finances. There's so many scams and distortions out there, so make sure you're protecting your bank accounts. This is also a good time for you to reflect on your finances, because Jupiter is going retrograde in Taurus. Taurus governs finances and money. We did a survey of our community, and 41% of you said that money stresses you out the most. Because right now we're moving through an economic winter, that's, I feel like, one of the reasons why so many of you are stressed out about money. But also, we have so many stories about money, especially within the spiritual community and the way that we've been programmed by religions to view money. And so to help you to transform your relationship to money, so you're no longer feeling afraid of it or scared by it or feeling guilty about money, we are offering a money alchemy class. For the first time in 4 years, I am teaching a class publicly. I no longer teach classes publicly. Everything is done inside of the Alchemy Academy. But because this is something that so many of our community members are struggling with, I have decided to teach this class. It is going to focus on transforming your relationship around money. This way you're able to get rid of the biggest domino in your life. The way that we're going to do this is on October 20th, I'm teaching an emotional alchemy class so you can start to transform your emotions around money, so you can start to build healthier habits around money. And then I'm teaching a money alchemy class where we will go through 8 high magic energy practices that will help you to be in flow and harmony with the energy of money, so that you no longer have to chase it, you no longer have to be afraid of it. If you want more information, if you want to join us on this money alchemy journey, you can sign up via the description of this video. In tropical astrology, this Jupiter retrograde happens in Gemini, and Gemini is all about the mind. So before you expand all of your ideas that are coming into your mind, take a moment to stop. Because remember, Jupiter is a planet of expansion, so it is going to expand your mind. You will receive a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration, but don't start running off with all of these ideas that are flowing. Just like Jupiter looks like it's pausing, it's calling you to pause and to reflect within. So amplify the ideas inside of yourself first and reflect on which idea do you feel you will have the most resilience with to continue to pursue. This transit can cause you to feel all over the place and make you want to run in 20 different directions. So this is a good day for you to plan rather than execute. On October 10th, we have the 1010 portal. One in numerology represents new beginnings. And we just had new beginnings with the super new moon, which was the new moon solar eclipse, an extra powerful intention setting day for new beginnings. And one also in numerology represents alignment. So that's why it's important for you to create alignment with the Jupiter retrograde, which happens the day before you manifest, because one represents new beginnings, but 0 amplifies everything. So you want to make sure that you're amplifying things that you actually want. So create alignment first and then manifest with this powerful gateway. Then immediately after, we have Pluto going direct. Pluto is the planet of death, of rebirth, transformation, and power and secrets. One of the themes of October is power, and that is exactly what Pluto represents. It's that raw power. The most raw power that you can access is the power of your soul. Your soul has incarnated so many times, and it carries not only wisdom, not only gifts from all of your past lives, all of the things that you've learned, all of the things that you've mastered, but also your soul has the power of resilience and strength. Remember to connect with this power at a soul level to help you to navigate the different distortions and illusions that will be rising up to the surface, because Pluto will reveal the secrets. So I'd be curious to see what secrets will be revealed within politicians, within the legal structures around October 11th. This is the last time that Pluto will be in Capricorn in our lifetimes. Pluto will move into Aquarius until 2043, starting in November. This transit is also a good opportunity for you to reflect on what are you going to create in this new era. Now that Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for the next 20 years, what are you going to create with? Who are you going to create it with? Because Pluto in Aquarius represents power returning back to the people. Aquarius is all about community. So what new things can you create with a group of people? But on October 12th, Mars squares the Sun, and Mars is already uncomfortable because it's in Cancer, the watery sign, with the fiery planet. And it's gonna be even more uncomfortable because of the friction of it squaring the Sun. This happens on October 12th. So you may wanna add this on your calendar, because frustration, anger will rise to the surface. A way for you to transform this discomfort, this anger and frustration, is by moving your body. Remember to exercise to transform that extra fiery energy into vitality. From October 15th until the 21st, we are going to be receiving energy from Arcturus. Arcturus is an advanced civilization where they have already gone through their ascension process. And they are actually our ancestors because they were involved in creating human DNA. This is known as the Arcturus portal. When our sun is in alignment with the star system Arcturus, which is one of the brightest stars in our sky. And not only is Arcturus lighting our night sky, but it's also lighting our consciousness. This is a good time for you to focus on your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown chakras, because we can receive and connect with cosmic energy in an easier and smoother way. This is a great time for you to work with blue crystals to stimulate that connections with the Arcturians, and to work with sacred geometry, because the Arcturians are very evolved spiritual beings, but they balance their spiritual evolution with scientific evolution as well. And so that's why working with sacred geometry during this time, either by drawing it or by making sacred geometry shapes with your own body, it will help you to connect with this energy. And this cosmic alignment is primarily going to support your spiritual maturity and your growth. So connect with the Arcturian beings. They are a part of your galactic family. I know many people label themselves as Pleiadian, Lyran, Andromedan, and all of these different labels, but we have all of the starseeds DNA, all of the galactic family. They deliberately put all of their DNA inside of us so that we can learn how to harmonize all of their conflicts that they had inside of ourselves. This Arcturus portal will also heighten your intuition, again, because it's going to stimulate your upper chakras. And within this Arcturus portal, we have the largest super full moon of 2024. This happens within Vedic and tropical astrology in Aries. So this energy of new beginnings is not just amplified by the solar eclipse at the beginning of this month, but also from this full moon in Aries. This is going to be an intense moon, and that's why you have to prepare yourself for it. Move your body, make sure you're spending plenty of time in nature to ground yourself, to deal with the intensity that's going to be flowing in. Actually, super full moons increase the moon's brightness by about 16%, and this increase in lightness is also going to bring more light into our energy field and into our subconscious mind, because that's what the moon governs, our subconscious mind. So this is a wonderful time for you to do introspective work. I will make a separate video about the full moon in October. For this brightest and biggest full moon of 2024, we're having a full moon ritual and meditation with the Hindu goddess of creation, power, and destruction, goddess Kali Ma. In this ritual and meditation, we are going to dissolve our cords with people, places, and beliefs and ideas that are out of alignment with our soul's path moving forward. Because remember, this is all about new beginnings, and what served us in the past may no longer be in alignment with where our soul is heading towards. So a big misconception is that you have to cut the cords, but that doesn't really work because the cords will just grow back. That's why you have to dissolve them. So in this ritual with goddess Kali Ma, we are going to do a fire alchemy ritual to burn the cords, and we're going to call our power back from those people, from those places, from those belief systems. And we're also going to create more harmony in our relationships because of this Libra eclipse. It's all about creating harmony. In this ritual, you will also have the opportunity to connect directly with goddess Kali Ma, to ask her questions so that you can receive clarity and get guidance. If you want to join us for this full moon ritual meditation, you can get more details in the description of this video. Then on October 31st until November 1st, we end the month with Samhain. Samhain is a Gaelic festival that marks and celebrates the midpoint between the equinox and the solstice. And it also celebrates our connection with our ancestors. This is on October 31st and November 1st. And Dia de los Muertos, which has similar celebrations about honoring our ancestors, happens on November 1st and 2nd. The people of ancient Ireland, they would celebrate Samhain because they could notice how the veil between the dimensions was at its thinnest. So their ancestors would more easily come in to visit them. It will be easier for you to connect with your spirit guides. And for many of us, our loved ones who have crossed the veil, they want to support us on our journey. Now they have access to wisdom outside of time and space from this 3D plane, so they end up becoming our spirit guides. This is a great time for you to honor your lineage, honor your ancestors, connect with them, and ask them for strength, ask them for resilience. Remember, you are not alone walking this path. You are supported by so many ancestors, even those who you maybe weren't born to see and meet in this lifetime. You can continue to meet them and connect with them and learn from them in the etheric planes. So take the time to connect with them and honor them. I hope to see you at our full moon ritual and meditation with Goddess Kalima to burn the cords that are out of alignment with your soul's path. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for subscribes. I read all the comments and I'd love to hear what messages you have been receiving in your dreams intuitively, because the eclipses, they do make our intuition stronger. So share the messages that you're receiving in the comments. And I think you'll enjoy this video, which covers discernment. Discernment's going to be very important. Have an incredible month.